Hey guys, welcome to Random Fix. In this video today, we're going to be discussing credit cards. Hey guys, welcome to Random Fix. In this video today, we're going to be discussing credit cards, and I'm going to show you guys how you can go ahead and leverage other people's money easily. And in my case, I have $349,600 down to the T in available credit, and I utilize that to go and make sure I don't pay interest on certain things that I want to acquire. And I'm going to cover that with you guys in a different video. And the reason I'm actually making this video is because last night I was doing a little research, because I'm going from Cricket Wireless to Mint, and on my scroll on YouTube came a video, and some of the videos out there, guys, are really bad, and the advice that they're giving you guys is really not something you want to follow, because they're living in their parents' basement, and I don't think you should be talking about this if you cannot practice what you preach. And at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding. So we're going to go into this a little bit more today, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. One of the things I'm going to show you guys is when you need to go ahead and prove your income, which is going to be really important depending on what kind of loan you're getting. And second, you're going to want to go and get yourself some high limit credit cards. I'm going to show you guys how to do this without running an inquiry, which is super important. Anytime you're running an inquiry, there better be some benefit in it for you. So never go to a car dealership and have them shotgun your credit to 12 different banks, because you just got 12 different inquiries, and potentially if every inquiry is worth $10,000 to you, that's what it's worth to me at least, you lost $120,000. So use your inquiries and your credit wisely, and you can have the life and the lifestyle that you want. And along the way, you get to help a lot of people out, and you can share this great advice with them. And I'm in my office today, and today's Thanksgiving. So if you guys find this video helpful, please do something nice for somebody else. I'm doing this just because I really want to give back to you guys as my YouTube viewers, because this is the only reason I do this. If I'm here on Thanksgiving, is because when I get that thanks or that thumbs up, hey, you literally just saved me from going down this dark road. I was going to declare bankruptcy. I run across this a lot of time, guys, just because I take those couple of minutes and I explain to the person their options. If this video helps you guys out, do something nice for somebody else. And if you guys like the advice, leave it below. And if you want to add anything else, please do so. And I'll have a bunch of links on other videos that can help you out, like how to supercharge your credit, how to boost your credit, how to go ahead and maintain your credit, because this is all part of this access here, right? This is other people's money, so you got to go use other people's money responsibly as well. So, and you got to pay it back, most importantly. So when you're applying for a high limit credit card, this is something that we want to discuss now. There's going to be times you're going to have to prove your income. So POI stands for proof of income, right? So on credit cards, most of the time, and there's always exceptions to every rule, you don't have to prove your income here. On auto loans, you may have to prove your income. So auto loans, maybe. On home loans over here, you'll always have to prove your income, unless you do a NINA loan, which is going to be a no income, no asset. And a lot of times these have at least a certain amount of money down, and that's a whole different video. But for credit cards, most of the time it's going to be no. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not going to tell you guys to ever do anything illegal, right? However, if you think you're going to get turned down and pay a higher interest over the lifespan of your debt because the credit card company is using the information that you provided against you, I just want you to think about it, right? But I don't want you to go on my Facebook post or put in the video description box below, say, hey, I lied on every application. Don't do that, because a lot of these social networks, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, they actually, I think they're, whatever is happening there, right? So some YouTubers are telling you to go to their forum and type in if you lie or not. Don't do that. That's just a bad thing to do, because you cannot intentionally commit bank fraud and leave it all over the internet, right? So just be wise about the decisions you make. And I know about this because I ran the finance departments at several dealerships for about 16 years. So uh, if you have a high enough FICO, everything can be waived, right? So literally, a lot of it's FICO driven. And some of my history about credit and how I came across this knowledge is I used to work at a collection agency in Buffalo, New York called Great Lakes Collection Bureau. So I learned a lot of these tricks and things you should and shouldn't do. So make sure that, like, if you're ever on the need for advice, that the person that's giving you the advice has been through this experience and isn't just rambling on something that they read on a post, because you kind of got to live your life and do what you say you're doing. And I think it's really authentic when you're being yourself. So now I'm going to go with you guys some of the credit cards here and some credit cards to avoid. Obviously, these are real credit cards, so I'm going to cover them up on here. I'm going to start off with my girls' credit cards first. So I'm going to break these down into the creditor. So this is Citi on here. Citi right there. And another Citi card. Another Citi card, Sears card. Citi Simplicity card on here. And we got a Citi double cash card here, right? So we got a Capital One card now. Capital One. Venture card. Telco Credit Union. Discover. We got Chase. Bank of America 1. Bank of America 2. Bank of America 3. And now we get into Barclays. If you guys have never heard of Barclays, these guys require high credit scores, but they're well worth it. So one thing I did want to point out is, if you ever want to get a credit card and it's a great credit card, you can actually have multiple of the same credit card. So in this case, she has 2 cash forward cards from Barclays, and I think the limit on these is like 14.5, and I don't know what the other one is. Great creditor. Sometimes they'll send you checks in the mail, and you can access the cash. Just write it to yourself for 1%. So essentially, if I wanted to utilize about $80,000 worth of my money for a year, I'm going to pay $800. You can double your money even if you invest it into something ultra safe, as far as maybe a high paying savings account, right? We got Union Bank, we got AMX, which I don't recommend personally, and we got a BBVA card. So this is a BBVA card right here. Nothing fantastic with them that I ran across on here. And then we got my own credit cards, and same kind of similar thing here. I got some Chase cards here for like $25,000, and some of these high limit credit cards, one can replace the credit limit of 5 smaller cards. So just be very picky, and I'm going to cover with you guys in another video how often you should apply for credit, because this is a system, and if you know how to use the system, great. If you don't know how to use the system on here, you're going to go ahead and get denied, and your inquiries are going to go to waste. And I'm personally at that point right now where, like, I almost have every credit card that's available, unless I start going for specialty cards like HSBC. And one thing that I personally recommend is always vetting your lenders. So if you got a lender out there, let's just go with Wells Fargo. This is just my own example. If you have Wells Fargo and you love them, great. They're the first creditor to abandon you when you want to utilize your credit. So I've actually come across this where I'm utilizing 50, 60, 100 to $200,000 of my credit, and I'm doing something with it, investing it in something, and I paid it back. However, they always bail on you. So that just lets me know going forward that I don't want that relationship with that bank for myself. You may have a different experience, but those are your results and these are mine. I'm just giving you guys some feedback. And so now I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys some other things, and which is going to be how to get pre-approved without running that inquiry. And we're going to do a quick little screen share, which is going to be super easy to do. And let me know how you guys are feeling about the video so far. Comment below. Let's check out how to do this now.
Here are the credit cards.
Hey guys, so welcome. We're here at creditcards.com. So type that in, and what you want to do is you want to scroll all the way to the right, and you'll see this right here. It says card match. Now with the card match, the cool thing is if we actually check this, is that it says you're seconds away from your card match offers, right? And the best part is there's no impact on your credit score, because remember, we don't want any inquiries. It has great encryption, and the offers that are presented here are pretty good chance of you getting approved for it. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and fill this out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and then you're going to see what happens next. And you do not have to go ahead and select this button. This does not need to be clicked. All right, so I typed in my information, and you agree with this. And now we wait. So what happens now is that it gives me certain credit cards that I'm actually pre-approved for. So the Sapphire card over here, I wouldn't get this personally because it's $95 fee. I already have this card. I already have this card. I do not have this card. And I don't have this card. But this card has a very low limit. Same thing with this one. So I actually am pretty maxed out on which cards I'm actually going to be able to apply for, since I have multiple ones from Chase. But I just want to show you guys when you're starting out how easy this is. So if you don't have that card and it shows up on here, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get it. I hope you found this to be easy and helpful. By the way, if you wanted to get it, just go ahead and hit apply here. And when you do, it's going to send you over. You're going to type out the information, and then you'll get an instant decision within 60 seconds. All right, guys, since we know how to get pre-approved now without having to run an inquiry, since it is Thanksgiving, again, go do something nice for somebody else that's in your life, a complete stranger that you run across. If you run across some garbage on the street, pick it up. We live in this world. I personally had an experience today where I was driving by a person that is in need every day that I drive by, but it's just a really busy intersection. And today I literally just stopped in the middle of the intersection, made a U-turn, pulled over, and went and talked to him for a couple minutes, helped him out. And we got to be the change we actually want. So this thing of complaining about what other people aren't doing and why is it this way, honestly, this is getting kind of old, because we have the ability to change not only our own lives but our world. So thank you for sharing my role with me today on this Thanksgiving. Have a fantastic day. And below, I'm going to have a few links that I think are going to be some really great creditors to try out for secured credit cards. So definitely check those out, and take care. Bye. You guys rock, and I appreciate you guys wanting to do something different for your life. And instead of making excuses, you're doing something about your life and your circumstances, and you're improving your financial future for you, yourself, and your family.